In today's video, I'm going to be diving into what it's been like owning this headset right here, this VR headset, the Destek V5, and what it's been like to own this thing 1 month later. That's today's video. Before we begin, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so you can get notified for future videos. I'd love to have you back in the next one. Well, hey guys, Juan here. Thanks for stopping by my channel and checking out this video. So I'm assuming since you're watching this, you're in the market to maybe buy this specific headset right here, the Destek V5. And now I'm going to give you guys my input on what it's been like to own this thing 1 month later. Because usually it takes about a month to review a product fully and use it and put it into everyday use to give you my honest review on it. So we're going to split this video up into a couple different parts. I'm going to do a little bit of the unboxing so that way you can see what's inside the box. I'm going to give you a little bit of review, and then at the end of the video I'm going to give you my 1 month later thoughts on this headset. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the unboxing portion of this. Okay, so now we have the goggles out of the box and they're nice and black. I like black, as one of my favorite colors. But so far they look like they're it's pretty well made. So it's got an extended strap here to go around your head. The cool thing about this one is it was already installed on there. Sometimes they send you these straps where you gotta install them yourselves. This one was already on there. So it's on there like that. It's got a head mount here so that way it stays securely to your head. So it's got the strap here, here, and here, so 3 layers, and then you can adjust it, of course, here on the sides to make it tighter or smaller depending on the size of your head. Now also on the back side here, it's got these adjustments, so whenever you put your cell phone in here, which we'll do here in a minute, you can take and slide these like that to adjust it in case it's blurry or to focus it in according to how you have it in here and the way your phone is, because all phones are different sizes. If you have a like a Max, iPhone Max, or if you have just like a Pro, or if you got a Droid, they all are different sizes, and then you can adjust it by sliding, and it slides real easy, so that's nice here. It's a hinge right there. Unlock it, you open here just like that, and so it's got a pad right here to kind of keep your phone safe, and then the inside of it looks like that, almost looks like a robot. Okay, so what you do is you put your phone in here, then you would take or actually before you put your phone in there, you would take a picture of that, or if you have an iPhone, you open up your camera app and then you scan that QR code, and then it automatically takes you to your app store to where you can download a VR app. So you would do that. I imagine it's the same for Android. I don't own an Android phone, but I imagine it's the same. And then it's also on the side of the box, there's a QR code there that takes you to the desktechgear.com website. But this will get you right to the app store. So you scan that QR code there. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and put my phone in there so that way you guys can see how it fits. Now right here, I'm rocking the 11 Pro. I'm going to go ahead and leave my case on there and put it in there just like that. Okay, and so it fits in there. This is what the 11 Pro sizing fits on there. And then you just close it in, snaps, and it's in there pretty good. Like, it's not moving around. Some of these VR headsets, you got to put them in there and they still wobble. But this holds it in there pretty nice and secure. And then we'll go ahead and try it on just like that. And that is what it feels like. So this could be a little bit tighter. The thing I also like about this is right here, it's got a notch cut out, so that way whenever you're breathing, the lens doesn't get all fogged up, and that way your air out of your nose comes straight out and not fogging up your screen. But yeah, it's pretty comfortable on your face. It's got that padding that goes all the way around, and it's pretty thick like that, making it very comfortable. There are some plastic pieces on the goggles here that you need to peel off. I'll go ahead and do that now. Nice and clear. The other thing this particular VR headset has is right here on the top, it's got a button that you can push because sometimes when you're in a VR game, there's a particular spot that you would have to if you had a controller, you would take and move your controller to go to that menu icon to click play or start or something like that. What you do with this is you move your head around and then it'll be like a pointer on the screen, and then you would click that button on top to select it to hit play or start your game or whatever it is that you're playing. Now, whenever I did scan that QR code that's on here, it did automatically download an app that was called Cardboard, and that's what it installed on my iOS. So I imagine it would do the same if you had an Android when you scan that QR code. All right, so once you have it open and once you have the Cardboard app installed, you can go into your app store, just type in VR games, and that's what I did here. And then there's just a whole slew of them that will come up on here. The first one that came up for me was a roller coaster VR game, and then there was a House of Terror VR, skydiving, a Jurassic Park type of game, another VR evil scary type of game that you can put on there. Maze Walk, so if you have kids that are maybe into building a Minecraft or something, they have a game that's similar to that. There's a VR racer, diving like into the water, scuba diving, archery, there's some type of archery VR game on there, and a zombie game. I mean, everybody loves zombies nowadays. And then another roller coaster game, Goosebumps, In Our Boots, VR motorcycle. So there is just a slew on the iOS App Store as far as content to consume whenever you do get one of these VR goggles. And it looks like just about every one of these are free on here. And I love free. Everybody loves free. I imagine there's probably a few on there that you got to buy. Or if maybe you get into the game, sometimes they have in-game modes where you got to buy stuff. So that happens all the time. Maybe if you need to get rid of an advertisement or something like that, you got to pay for the pro version. But a lot of these games are free on here, giving you some good content to be able to use your VR headset and play games and get into this VR gaming. So now this is the V5 Destek VR goggles. They have different variations out there. I'm going to have a link down in the description below of where you can get this particular model here. It's a pretty affordable one. They have so many different VR headsets out there. It's hard to know which ones are good, which ones are bad. But so far, I recommend this one. This is a cheap budget type of VR headset that kind of gets you started into VR gaming. And if you want to go on a little bit further, you can buy one of those more expensive ones like the Facebook Oculus or something like that. But those can get up to the realm of hundreds of dollars, $300–400. So this one here, pretty affordable. I'll have a description down below where you can see the pricing on it. But yeah, I think it's pretty comfortable. I think it'd be a good purchase for a budget VR headset. Okay, so now my thoughts on owning this thing for one whole month. So after a month of using this thing and putting this headset to use and maybe even stretching it out a little bit more and having to tighten it up, my thoughts on this, they don't stretch very good. I mean, if you put this thing on, it's gonna be kind of tight. It doesn't get unloosened like a lot of elastic bands would if you constantly stretch and pull on them. They get looser. This one has held up pretty well, and I've enjoyed that. The other thing is this is very comfortable. I know they come in different kinds of paddings and styles of different headsets. This one here has like kind of a padded mesh feel right here, and then it's got a soft feel on the top here. I mean, this is the part that's going to touch your skin, but it has been very comfortable on holding it on your face like that. So much so that if you were to watch a full-length movie or something like that, I think you'd be okay because it is very comfortable. I do like the notch cut out here. I've never had any kind of fogging issues on this device. Now, the other thing about owning this thing for a month, it has been a little bit hit and miss on some of the things that you're watching. Okay, so I mean, for the price that you pay for this, it's not going to be perfect. As a matter of fact, I don't know that any VR headset will be absolutely perfect. But this has done very well, but there are some particular apps that I've played on games where the image has not lined up properly, even though I have used the guides down here to kind of maneuver the lens. it has never been perfect on certain apps. Certain apps it has been very good. So I guess with that aspect of owning it for a month, that hasn't been perfect. But I guess for the price that you pay for this thing, it's been very good for what you get. The other thing that I really enjoyed about this thing is it's not real heavy. It's not real weighted. It's a light device. It's a plastic device. So when you are wearing it on your head, it does hold on your head and in position for a long length of time, versus if it was heavy, it would constantly sag down and causing you to take your hand and kind of pushing it up. So with it being lightweight like that, it has been easy to keep on your head and positioned for a long period of time. So that's been another positive thing with this. But overall, after owning this thing a month, I would definitely recommend the Destek V5 headset, especially if you're just getting started into the VR world. This would be a really good option for you. So hopefully this video helped you out in deciding whether this is the one for you. If so, there's a link down in the description below where you can get this. And if you like this video, make sure you throw a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I do tech videos like this all the time, and I'd love to have you back in the next one. So until then, be creative.